Hello! Welcome back, and today we are going to be reading some quotes from the movie Mean Girls. Okay, and the mug that I wanted to have today, or my cup, is this Santa Claus cup. I love Santa Claus so much, and I kind of want to make this channel like Santa Claus theme. So, yes. It's gonna be Christmas 24/7, 365. Alright, so that was so fetch. Gretchen Wieners. Starting off with the first quote. In this movie, if they would have just made fetch everybody's slang, like in the Mean Girls universe, you can say, if everyone just used fetch, and even the parents were like, oh, fetch, that's what the young people are saying now, it would have been a thing after the movie was released, because this movie is so iconic. We're still talking about it today. We're referencing it. People are still making their coin. They're still coining Mean Girls. So fetch, we could have had fetch as slang, but because the punchline of fetch was that it was never gonna happen, that it was never gonna become a thing, and thanks to Regina George, it's not a thing, because it could have been a thing. Like, I could see. And I remember when the movie came out, people were like, that's so fetch. And someone would always be like, that's not a thing. It's not a thing. That's so lame. But just because Regina George said it was lame, the influence that Miss Regina George had on everyone outside of the movie, that fetch was not a thing. Okay. Next one. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. Karen Smith. Karen, she was just not all there, but she was great comic relief. That's why her hair is so big. It's full of secrets. Damien. I loved the execution of all of Damien's dialogue. Like, every single word and everything he acted out and said was executed to perfection. He is by far one of the most iconic things in this movie. If you're from Africa, why are you white? Karen Smith. Oh my god, Karen, you just can't ask people why they're white. Gretchen Wieners. So many things I want to say, but no comment. But you're like really pretty, so you agree. You think you're really pretty. Regina George. Man, she would just know how to manipulate and like get into people's heads. Like with her, with Aaron and all of that. I'm not like a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. Mrs. George, Regina's mom. Raise your hand if you've ever been personally victimized by Regina George. Miss Norbury. If you've seen this movie ever in your life, if you have seen the trailer, if you've seen a meme, then you've been personally victimized by Regina George. I don't think my father, the inventor of toaster strudel, would be too pleased to hear about this. Gretchen Wieners. And she still went to a public school. I wish we could all get along like we used to in middle school. And I wish I could bake a cake filled with rainbows and smiles, and everyone would eat it and be happy. Girl who doesn't go there. She doesn't even go here, Damien. Just Damien giving us so many iconic lines. You want to do something fun? You want to go to Taco Bell? Karen Smith. I can't go to Taco Bell. I'm on an all-carb diet. God, Karen, you're so stupid. Regina George. So, my family and I, when we're here in the United States, we have gone to Taco Bell, but not even for a moment or for a second. We go to Taco Bell thinking, oh, we're hungry for Mexican food because we can just go back to Mexico and get it. We go to Taco Bell because it's cheap and we're like, oh, some quick American food. We will go, but we don't go thinking it's Mexican food. It is not Mexican food. It is American food. I will keep you here all night, Principal Duvall. We can't keep him here past 4, Secretary. I will keep you here till 4, Principal Duvall. I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me, but I can't help it that I'm popular, Gretchen Wieners. That's when they were doing like the little trust fall things into the crowd, and the only person that put her hands out for Gretchen was Karen, and then they just both fell, and the teacher was like, no, walk it off. For you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco. Damien. It's not my fault you're like in love with me or something. Katie Heron. In moments of like small arguments that are not important with my friends, just to have some comedic relief or just loosen the tension, I will use this line. Cruel. I meant to say cool, then I started to say great. Katie Heron. I am that awkward. I am 100% that awkward. One time she punched me in the face. It was awesome. Bethany. You can't sit with us. Gretchen Wieners. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not gonna happen. Regina George. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Because of this line of Regina, this is the whole reason why fetch is not common slang today. We could be having fetch as slang, but just because the punchline of fetch was that it's not going to become a thing, it didn't become a thing. Gretchen, I'm sorry I laughed at you that time you got diarrhea at Barnes & Noble's. And I'm sorry for telling everyone about it. And I'm sorry for repeating it now. Karen Smith. Karen. So, you've actually never been to a real school before? Shut up. Shut up. Regina George. I didn't say anything. Katie Heron. Danny DeVito, I love your work. Damien. Just 2 seconds of silence for whoever wrote every single line of Damien. Because it is great. Great. So, how was your summer, Principal Duvall? I got divorced. Miss Norbury. Oh, My carpal tunnel came back. Principal Duvall. I win, Miss Norbury. Oh, heck no. I did not leave the south side for this, Principal Duvall. Who are the plastics? Katie Heron. They're teen royalty. If North Shore was Us Weekly, they would always be on the cover. Damien. Get in, loser. We're going shopping. Regina George. Like, Regina was that girl that she would say that. She would be so manipulative that she went up to Katie and said, get in, loser. We're going shopping. And there was no, hey, don't call me that. That's mean. That was just... I'm a mouse. Duh. That was Karen Smith. Oh, Karen. Where, who was it? Gretchen shows up for the Halloween party and she just has like 2 little ears and she's like, I don't get it. What are you supposed to be? Who are you supposed to be? Like, the ears it's the only thing. Is butter a carb? Regina George. Whatever. I'm getting cheese fries. Regina George. That is the ugliest skirt I've ever seen. Regina George. Oh. So, right here, when she told the girl, oh my gosh, I love your skirt. Where did you get it? I'm always so afraid that every time I genuinely tell someone, oh my gosh, I love your whatever piece of clothing or attire that they're wearing, and I ask them, where did you get it? That they'll think I'm being mean like her, and I just don't like it, and I just want to give them a false or empty compliment. And I know it's just me overthinking things, but I just genuinely like it and I really want to know where they got it because I want something like that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, where did you get that? I love your hoodie because I want one. And it's just me being very awkward and overthinking things. Anyone else? The limit doesn't exist. Katie Heron. Yo, 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 all you sucker MCs ain't got nothing on me. Kevin G. Oh my gosh. And that's the only part of that rap that he was doing that I'm gonna say, that I'm gonna quote. I wanna lose 3 pounds. Regina George. I have a nephew named Afrani, and I know how mad he gets when I call him Anthony. Almost as mad as I get when I think about the fact my sister named him Anthony. Principal Duvall. I love, because some of these quotes are just like meaningless quotes that they just like in there, that I'm like, I love this. You know that I'm not allowed to wear hoop earrings, right? Yeah. 2 years ago, she told me hoop earrings were her thing, and I wasn't allowed to wear them anymore. And then for Hanukkah, my parents got me this pair of really expensive white gold hoops, and I had to pretend like I didn't even like them. It was so sad. Gretchen Wieners. And you made it through it, Gretchen. We're so proud of you. She's a life ruiner. She ruins lives. Janice Ian. Yes. She ruined fetch for us. I could be saying how fetch my coffee is, how fetch my clothing is. I may not even be using it in the right context, but we'll never really know because she ruined it. Your mom's chest hair. Janice Ian. Oh, Janice had some great lines as well. So you can go shave your back now. Regina George. If I was wearing jeans today, I would be sitting over there with the art freaks. Gretchen Wiener. Sometimes I have really bad breath in the morning. Katie Heron. I mean, don't we all? That was when everyone was saying, like, their insecurities. They were, like, looking in the mirror and they were like, oh my gosh, I'm too this, I'm too this. And they look look over at Katie, like, be insecure. And she's like, I have bad breath in the morning. And I'm like, when I saw that part, I thought to myself, isn't that normal? Anyway. We can get twice as much funding if we have a girl. Kevin G. Yeah, I was in a couple of groups in school growing up, and just because I was the only girl, we got more funding. Or just because I was a girl, we got more funding. Looks like he's headed for the projection room above the auditorium. Katie Aaron. That was when they were trying to show that Regina was cheating on Aaron. And that's so specific. Like, oh my gosh, somebody stole my purse. They're going here. They're going exactly here. Like, that was so cheesy. That was really funny. It's like, looks like he's headed over there. Like, they were in the hallway. Well, I thought I had more quotes, but I guess that's it for Mean Girls. So please like and comment down below. Please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next one.